let's see how many times Jess can say confident in a video. Anyways.
And her growth is not in her. She's a dad.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am Jess and I'm so glad that you're here today. So what I'm going to be doing today is talking to you about confidence and tips on building your confidence, because for me this is something I've definitely gained more confidence over the past couple years, and that's like completely transformed me as a person. So I wanted to share a couple of my tips and tricks, like some simple things, some big things, just things that help you feel more confident in yourself so that you can have a better school year. So let's get started. My first tip I think is probably going to be like the deepest of all of them, but I just feel like I should just say this in the beginning and just like get it out there, get it said. Where you find your identity plays such a huge role in your confidence. So often people make their identities based upon relationships or activities, but the thing is, people fail you. You fail at activities. Like, if you know yourself as the football player, what happens when you break your leg and you can't play football anymore? What happens when your boyfriend breaks up with you? Like, if you base your identity in worldly things like that, it will always fail you. And if that happens, that can negatively impact your confidence. And so I know for myself, my identity is found in being a daughter of Christ. And like at the end of the day, I will always, always, always be imperfect, and Jesus is always perfect. And so that is something I know, like I can confidently say he loves me and he has a purpose for me, and that's kind of where a lot of my confidence comes from. But setting all that aside, if you need to analyze, like this is me as a friend, analyze your life, be looking and thinking where does your identity come from? Because if your identity comes from some of these things, it's gonna let you down and it's gonna make like your confidence will be shaken. So try to just kind of evaluate that and be thinking about that, because your identity and how you see yourself means so much to your confidence at the end of the day. Now, moving along to some lighter tips. I think we've all heard 100 times, but it's so true when it comes to confidence. Fake it till you make it. Literally, there will be times when I'm put in situations when like, was I ready? No. Was I confident? No. But if you pretend you believe it, the people around you believe it, and eventually like it becomes real, and it's super cool. Wear things that make you confident. And so dressing in ways that makes you feel comfortable and confident, that doesn't have to be nicer. It could be your best pair of sweatpants, but like wear things that you feel good in. The more things you do that scare you, like, well, obviously the less things will scare you, but like the more that you do these things, the less scary things seem. Like a couple years ago, talking to people kind of scared me. I mean, like people you don't know. I interview people a lot for yearbook, and initially that was kind of intimidating, especially because I was like a lot younger than people, but now I'm kind of on the flip side. Anyways, now talking to people doesn't scare me because I got over that fear by doing it. And so there's certain things you can get over your fears by just going for it. It'll change your life. Trust me on this one, just trust me. Sounds so bad, but like no one cares. Like you think, oh, she's gonna see my outfit and like think blah blah blah, or like they're gonna know, or they're gonna judge me or think poorly of me. But like the problem is with that like idea is like they're all thinking the same thing. Everyone around you is wondering what other people are thinking of them, so they're not concerned about you most of the time. So like don't be concerned about what they're thinking, because they're probably concerned about what you're thinking. So you're good, fam, don't worry. And worst case, you trip in the hallway, something embarrassing happens, half the world's on their phone anyway, so they won't see it. I don't know how many of you have seen the TED Talk on this. I will make sure to link this in the description box because it's a really cool and helpful video. But there's a TED Talk out there where this lady talks about doing different poses that are considered power poses that I don't even get how it works. It's been a couple years since I've seen it, but basically it helps you feel more confident. And so there were things she suggested, like going into a bathroom, doing it for 10 minutes before you go into a job interview or a social setting where you need confidence. And so like one of them is like Wonder Woman. I'm like, you can't tell that I'm doing hands on my hips. I'm like, but yeah, that is supposed to be really helpful. So I will link that down below because she will be able to help you with that. Make sure that you smile. It helps so much. Smile, try to be positive and feel good. Being optimistic helps me stay confident. I don't know about you. I'm like, it's gonna be good, it's gonna be fine, I'm doing all right. That helps me feel confident. keep encouraging friends around you. I am so blessed that the people in my life right now are some of the best people I've ever met, and I just keep a really uplifting group around me, and it's so amazing because I know if I need some encouragement, I can call them up and they can help me to feel more confident about whatever it is. Like one time I wanted to do something, I wanted to go for it, and then I was about to chicken out. And so like at 6 a.m. I called one of my sweetest friends and I was like, do not let me chicken out, give me a pep talk, please. So at 6 a.m. my friend gave me a pep talk, and like literally like just like it wasn't long, it wasn't like eloquent, like it was just like she was there for me. So keep people around you who are willing to give you a little pep talk to help keep you going. Let me explain this. Like when I do things I feel passionate about, I like confidently go for it, but it's so much harder to be confident about something when you have no passion for it. So when you are going for the things you really feel drawn towards and you just feel that passion, I really find that it's easier to be confident about that. Maybe that's not a confidence tip, but maybe that's just like a side note. I don't know how to explain it, but I guess I would just say do things that you feel a passion for. If nothing else, it'll make you happy, and that's awesome. Being like productive and like hashtag adulting. I don't know about you, but sometimes I do things that are like I consider so adulty, like ooh, I called and I made an appointment, or like I talked to the community college for my summer class, or like ooh, like doing stuff like that just makes me feel good. Like being responsible. So be responsible because that will make you feel more confident. Because if you're like, yeah, this is true, like I'm not good at this thing, or like, yeah, this is like a flaw, if you own it, what are they gonna do? Like they can't make fun of you if you're like, yeah, so what? Like I'm bad at sports. Someone's like, haha, you're bad at sports. I'm like, yeah, and your point? Like I'm not laughing, no one else is laughing. So if you own it, like what are they gonna do? No one can make fun of you if you're like, yeah, that's a thing, it's cool. And then also if you can laugh about yourself, like literally me in sports, it's a joke. And so like, you gotta be able to laugh at yourself, and I trip so much, but if you're able to laugh it off when you slip up, it's just easier. It makes dealing with it easier. Like you know who you are at the end of the day, and it's okay. Friendly reminder that comparison is the root of all evils. Girl, don't compare yourself to those other girls. It doesn't matter if she's skinnier, it doesn't matter if she's taller, or if she's got longer hair, or whatever it is. There's no need to be comparing yourself to someone else, because you have to understand you were fearfully and wonderfully made. You were designed to be exactly how you are, and like just because you don't look like the people in the magazines or the girls at your school, that doesn't make you any less. Like just because she's pretty doesn't mean you're not. You were pretty in your own way. So just don't go around comparing yourself is the worst. That is what has messed me up so much. Like I'm like, wish I was blonde, wish I was taller, like, but then I'm like, what? No, I'm not supposed to be a blonde, and I'm not supposed to be tall. Like, I'm me. I was designed to be the way I am, and that's a cool thing. And once you come to grips with that, you can go about life being confident. Like, check out my brown hair. It's natural. So yeah, guys, those are some of my tips on how to go into your school year and your life, just kind of being more confident. I hope that at least one of those helped you, and I really am hoping for the best for you in your confidence journey. I promise you that being confident will transform your life. It will be a good thing, and so I'm just really hoping for good things for you. If you like it around here, be sure to subscribe. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye!